everyone. Very impromptu day today. One that I hope is not going to be too frantic. So the thing is, today is Monday. I've got the dentist in central London at 3:30, and I said to David, I was like, it's really annoying that it's in the middle of the day like that. And so I suggested to him, should we just like use it as one of our weekend days and just spend the day walking around, then get my tooth sorted out, then we can come home. So that's what we're gonna do. And also the good thing is that because it's the first week back in January, I can do a lot of my work on my phone with emails and stuff, but I haven't got any projects to deliver for a while yet, so I don't have to worry too much about that. I'm just gonna wait for David, then we're gonna head into central London, we're gonna have a look around Harrods, and that's what we're gonna do. We've just come into Dior, and we're talking to Anne Lee, and I was gonna vlog it, and I was like, what's new? And he's like, nothing.
Well, they wouldn't have got anything in between Christmas and then.
No, but because this came in, oh yeah, we can show this.
The Dior Remover collaboration. It's a sample.
Let's have a look. Oh wow, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's like a purse.
It's like a purse. People use it as a little clutch or
Yeah.
a little day bag.
This would be good for you.
I was
Have you
thinking
got
about
one?
it, but I'm not sure what colour. But we have the pop-up in Harrods on the 16th.
16th. What's going to be in it?
Everything Remover.
Is that downstairs?
It's going to be downstairs. You know we had the space last year?
Yeah.
You can even buy a helicopter.
What?
It's going to be a Dior helicopter downstairs. It's for sale.
A real helicopter?
A real helicopter.
How much is it?
I don't know yet. It's going to be a Dior logo, and yeah, I've seen it. It's amazing.
It's got a Dior interior.
It's the interior.
So this is basically...
That bag. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that the new things were going to be out.
Sorry?
I thought there was going to be new bags.
Don't have anything new in. This is the first day back.
Wow. This is 3,200. That's cheaper than my houndstooth bag. And then look at this. This is amazing. $9,400. The Chanel sale. I've heard there was nothing in it of any decency. Yes. It wasn't possible to film in Chanel, but I did just I really wanted to try and show you some of the things that were in the sale, because I know that that's the kind of thing that would interest me. Typically in the Chanel sale, there are no bags, ever. You do get shoes, ready to wear, costume jewellery, and I don't know, this year I didn't really love loads of the stuff that was in it. The average prices were about 40% off. The shoes were, well, you can see here there was, you know, that the styles are quite strange, but hopefully this will give you an idea as to what was in it. I went into Chanel, I bought something in the sale, and I also bought an item that I'm doing a giveaway with for all of you lovely people watching, and David's carrying it. The verdict with the Chanel sale is there wasn't much in it, but I feel like there never really is. It's kind of stuff that you haven't seen in seasons and then they dig it out from somewhere. But one thing I did get, which I really liked, and I really wanted to be able to show you it when I was trying it on, but Chanel, oh, do you know, they're so unfriendly in there. Even if you haven't got a camera out, they're really unfriendly. Whereas Dior, they're so eager to help. Anyway, I couldn't show you, but I'm gonna try it on when I get home. I got it 40% off in the sale, and it's the cutest jacket. Yeah, I can. So we've just come to get some lunch at the restaurant in the shoe section. Why does my face look really pale? I don't know. It's not.
So the white balance will go.
Anyway, we've just come to get some food, and I'll show you the menu. This is it. This used to be the Fendi Cafe, by the way. Like this, that was like a temporary pop-up thing.
But that was awful.
And it was awful. I was thinking about getting poached eggs with avocado on sourdough, or I thought the sandwich looked quite good.
They might not serve breakfast though.
The New York City sandwich with pastrami, cheddar and pickle.
What else is in it? Is that it? Just pastrami, cheddar and pickle?
I think so, yeah. Here is mine. I just wanted to get poached eggs.
You get nuts on it.
And got poached eggs with, it looks like goji berries and like something. Yours looks better. Yours looks really good.
It is getting quite clean now.
Yeah, we can eat now. Bye. Back at Christmas, I bought David a coat, but he didn't love it, and so we've just brought it back and we're going to look for something as an alternative. The kind of thing that David is after is like a puffer type jacket, and we're just trying to find something. Yeah, maybe this. Oh, it's massive.
What's happened up here?
I don't know. Well, there's more here. I don't even know what that is.
No wonder it's 60% off.
David, I found your puffer jacket. Here it is. Can you try it on? Just for fun. It's a bit much. See, everything around here, like everything's got fur on it, and if you're not really like, I don't really want to do that, and David doesn't either, it really limits what there is. Like everything. Good morning everyone, where am I looking there? What a day already that I'm having. So do I look tired? Because I am really tired. I go through this phase every so often where, and I don't know why, but I'll just go through like a couple of weeks where I can't sleep. It's not quite insomnia, it's just that I fall asleep but then I wake up and I'm restless all night. I wake up and I feel awful, and I'm having one of those weeks. So anyway, today I've come into central London because I'm getting my hair done. I'm going for a I'm doing the facial first. Sorry about the wind. I brought my camera with me and I went to turn it on in the car, and I haven't put a memory card in it, so that's not going to work. So I'm filming on my Samsung today. And then after I've done my hair, and I want to do quite a big change today, I'm thinking, I know I said I'd never go blonde again because I do tend to look like Donatella Versace, but that's a joke, but I am thinking about it. For summer, I'm thinking about going, I'm not going to go all over blonde because really I know it doesn't suit me, I've done that before. So I'm going to keep my root colour and just try and really lighten up the ends. And I know Imi today, my hairdresser, he's going to be like, I can't do this just in one sitting, because of course you can't dye really dark hair kind of like brilliant blonde on one time. So yes. And then after I've done that, I'm going to pop into Harrods because Anne Lee messaged me yesterday and he's put something aside which I first saw in July when I bought that bag, and he didn't have it at the time, and since July London has never got one, and then they got one yesterday and he was like, I found it in Barcelona and it's here, and come and have a look. So I'm going to do that. So that's my hairdresser there. I actually go to 3 different places for different types of facial every like couple of months, and this is where I am today. I've just arrived at Negin's and we've been talking about the best thing to do, and what we're going to do is I'm talking to Negin in the back. We're going to do the well, it's actually a lifting facial, isn't it?
It's using nanocurrent.
Nanocurrents. And we did this last time, and the before and after is amazing, and you'll be able to actually see it. And then after that, we're going to do like a glycolic peel. I'm going to show you all the initial before, because the more you get this done, the more lifted over time you are. And the first time I had this done, the before was really, really visible. And I want you to see how I looked the first time and versus now, because I feel my eyes are a lot more lifted now. When did I last do that?
Ooh.
It was last year sometime.
Yeah. And if it's like going on holidays and coming back, the reason why we look better, aside from everything else, is that we feel more relaxed. So if you can remove the tension in the face. Okay, have a look at that.
That's amazing. Can you see it?
Yeah.
And I've still got lift from the last time I had this done. Wow. Can you see the difference? Go.
Yeah, sorry.
It's got to be in a few goes. So we're going to lighten it up today, and then I have a few extensions that I have in my hair, and I think they're due to be redone in a few weeks. So we're going to do even more highlights when I come back to get those done. Is that right?
Yeah. Today it's about softening the base, and next time we're about giving you the colour you want.
Do you think it will take like 3 goes?
Yeah, 2 or 3. Once the extensions come out, because you'll see this is just going to lighten the top up a bit.
There's the ultra matte. That's quite nice, and like a caramel colour. And they're quite cute as well, aren't they? So did I tell you I've come in here to look at the vanity case, of which they have one, and I'm gonna have a look at it, make my decision. You'll look amazing in that, Anne Lee. You. Oh. Let's see the infamous vanity case.
Something comes out in a picture.
Have you seen it?
Me? No.
No.
It's the first
It will be a
time.
new one. Oh wow. Oh wow, look at that. That is, yeah, that's really nice. And it's got a zip on the top. That's really lovely, isn't it?
Oh, that's nice.
I think this is 1,400 and something, isn't it? From memory.
1,450.
Yes, I remembered.
Oh, you can have everything in oblique.
I think.
What else do you have?
Yeah,
You have a
no, I know. I've got this. I've got. Oh my god! For a minute, I thought my bag had gone. I've got this. Very, very year 2000. I like. Hey everyone! I'm really going to do my best to film this bit without having to edit it, because whenever I do videos, if sometimes like when you're thinking and there's a pause and stuff, I really like to edit those out just to make it like snappy, but I'm just gonna try and do it. So in the beginning half of this vlog, I filmed it over 2 different days, and this is how my hair turned out, by the way. To me, this is really blonde, but I know it's not. So this is where we're at. My plan is to go like JLo circa 2002. That's kind of like where I want to go with it. And when I had my hair lightened this much, when I was at the hairdresser that day, I almost didn't like it, because this to me is such a change. Like normally, so like my root colour is really dark, and that's all I've ever been used to seeing. And Immy's basically said, he was like, in order to kind of get that much blonde in, I've got to lift your root colour. So he's kind of put really fine highlights in at the top. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know if I like it, but now I'm kind of getting used to it and it's fine. So it's a journey. Apparently it's going to take about 3 goes to get my hair to where I want it to go. But anyway, I thought that I would sit down and talk to you about some things, skincare, but also I bought a new pair of boots yesterday, and they turned up in the mail, and it's from, I love this company. How many of you who are familiar with the King's Road in London remember a shop called Arseholes? You've heard me right, only it's spelt differently. Arseholes. This was a shop that was there, I think they like left 6 years ago, and they sell the best quality leather cowboy boots. I have got one pair of boots from Arseholes that I bought. I feel really weird saying that. I've got one pair of boots from Arseholes that I bought back in 2008 or 9, and I still have them now. This is the great thing with them, is that they really last. Well, I wanted to kind of update them, and I wanted to get a plain black pair. And I'd seen these on the website. Their sale is on at the moment, so you can still get a few pairs that are a lot cheaper, but these last. So the pair that I've already got, that I must have spent about £300 on them. And I remember at the time, that was a huge amount of money for me. And I really wanted them, and I was really excited about buying them. But I remember having that sort of like anxiety you get when you're like, oh, that's so much money. But I feel that they were something I knew I was going to wear a lot, and I have. But this is the latest pair. Now I wanted to get all over black. These are really nicely embroidered on the toe. And what I like about these is they're designed to be quite fitted on the leg. And they're so, what's the word? They're so kind of cowboy boot, but glam at the same time. I didn't want something that looked too kind of like Western or anything like that. And with these, they're quite just like fashiony cool. They're full leather, including the sole, and they smell really nice. And yeah, I wanted to show you these. This, I got my regular size. These are a size UK 7, which is an EU 40. If you're not sure about your size, the lady that I spoke to there, I think she owns the company, she was really helpful with the size, because the pair that I've got are a 39.5. But I definitely think as I've got older, my feet have got a bit bigger. So I used to be a 39.5 all the time. Now I feel like I'm taking a 40 more, although I could still fit a 39.5. I just think I prefer a 40 because it's like more comfortable. Now the next thing, skincare. I want to show you some things that I've been using for the longest time that are really working, and I feel like they're making a really big difference to my skin. So my ambition is to never have to wear foundation, and I do from time to time, and I've got a new one that I'm going to talk to you about. Shall I start with that actually? Because this is new out, and I showed it when I was at the hairdresser, and for any of you who saw that and you're like, oh, I love the packaging, what is it? So it's this. This is Christian Dior. I'd seen the packaging. This is in the new 2020 packaging, and it's the oblique. The front is actually material, so I'm being really careful to not get any makeup-y hands on this. But this is their cushion foundation. I already knew about this, and I do quite like cushion foundations for when I'm wearing a foundation, because they're so light and kind of transparent, but they just give you like a bit of coverage. And this is what I've been using. I have got the colour 3N, and with the Dior foundations, all of the colours are the same. throughout all of the ranges. The only one that I feel is different is the Undercover foundation, because when that dries, it changes colour a bit. But if you use any of the other foundations, then whatever your colour is in that should be the same in this. And the way a cushion foundation works is you've got a sponge and you have this, and this is weird, it doesn't absorb the product. The product kind of sits on top like a water. You press this in and then you dab it on your face. My process has been that I cover my face in like loads of moisturiser. I've got combination skin. I kind of get an oily T-zone. I've got enlarged pores, but I kind of feel quite dry at the same time. I've spoken about this so much. Guys, please try this. And for any of you who might have tried this, let me know what you think about it. This is an eye serum that I've been using exclusively since 2016. And I buy it on eBay. And it's made by a lady who makes all of this herself. It's cruelty-free, it's vegan. This is kind of like a serum. It's like a greasy serum. But when I use it under my eyes, you know when you smile, how you naturally get like tiny creases? It erases them. It doesn't, when you put it on, it doesn't like sink in and go matte looking. It does stay quite dewy looking. But I don't mind that because I like to have really like moisturized skin all the time anyway. So I really want to say, if you struggle with dryness, fine lines when you put on your makeup and then you start talking and expressing yourself and it all like cracks up, put this on underneath your makeup. On days when my skin's really dry, I even dab some of this over the top, just in the eye bag area. It's also really good for dark circles and for just, I feel like it's quite good for kind of tightening as well. So that's really brilliant. And you can get that on Etsy. And then the other thing, I've got no more of this left. This I started using in August, just before I went to Venice. And it's actually a sleeping mask, but I've been wearing it every single night. And some days in the day, if I'm working from home, I do like an all-day facial. So when I get up in the morning and I have a shower, I'll exfoliate and then I'll put like a load of this on, and all throughout the day, whenever it absorbs, I'll just go and put some more on. It's from Origins and it's like an avocado mask, but seriously, it's brilliant at like plumping and hydrating. And when I've exfoliated and then used this, my skin is just perfect. I feel like the texture of it has been so much better. And I use this after microdermabrasioning. So I use a tool by PMD, which is like an at-home microdermabrasion, and it like sucks out all of the stuff from your skin at the same time as exfoliating. Brilliant. So I'm using those two. That I'm even using as a day cream a lot of the time under my makeup. Some of you who have got really oily skin, that's not going to work for you. But if you have kind of like more regular skin or more dry, I think you might like it. Now the other thing, two makeup items that have been making a difference as well. The first is this, which is in horrible condition. Last year, ByTerry sent me their, you know this translucent powder that you can put on over your skin and it like mats you out. Normally what I do, I put on an SPF, I put on lots of moisturiser, let it sink in a bit, put on the eye cream, then I might use a bit of concealer if I need it, but most of the time I'll skip foundation and I'll put on a translucent powder. I'll like do my bronzer to like give me a bit of colour, and then I'll put on translucent powder. I stopped using translucent powder for a while because it showed up all of my pores and it almost kind of made me feel like really dry. They sent me this one I've bought, the other one I've already used up, and it's a translucent powder that contains hyaluronic acid in a dry component, and it's brilliant. If you like looking matte but you hate the tight feeling, try this. So I really load up a brush with this. I tip some into the lid, I load up a brush and I tip my head back and I like tap the brush onto my skin so it's like snow powder over my face, and I leave it there and it sinks in, and anything left I like dust off. But the good thing is with that, unlike regular translucent powders, it hydrates. Any crinkly lines, it like fills them with moisture but like a matte moisture. It's really good. And then this I'm also using, this they sent me. So this one they sent me originally, this I bought because I ran out. They also sent me this, which is the primer version of that. And this has got hyaluronic acid in it as well. I normally use a primer on days when my skin is more oily, and I use the Strivectin one, but the only downside with that, it makes you look like you've got an Instagram filter on your face, but the only downside is that it contains silicone, so it's quite greasy feeling. This, however, wow, this is really good. It's a very moisturizing face cream, but it's not greasy at all. It sinks right in. It leaves you matte as heck. I'm using this now. Once I've put all of my moisturizers on, I use that to complete the job, and it literally smooths out my skin. I'm wearing it at the moment. It's brilliant. So if you could even put this on over foundation. Skip the powder. I'm not even joking. If you've got really dry skin, do your foundation, put some of this and just dab it in with a beauty blender, and it's like so quenching. It smooths out everything by kind of like getting into all the crinkly bits and just smoothing it out with the hyaluronic properties, but it's really hydrating and really mattifying. So that's that. And then this, I was most grateful for this. This arrived in the post this morning. I actually saw this on their Instagram last week, and I saw it and thought, oh, I'm gonna go and buy that. So this is the new Parisian collection, and how cute's this packaging? So there are two different eye color palettes. One is kind of more nudes, and one is for more of a smoky eye. They also have a limited edition extra length, extra volume mascara, and they also have this powder. You can get this powder in the limited edition packaging as well. The thing with this packaging, it's just nice. It's like everything's got the Eiffel Tower on it, and it's really cute. Which one have I got? I actually want to say that I hope I've got the nude version, because I feel like I'd wear that more. Oh wow, look at that. See, I didn't think that I was going to get sent this. Yes, they sent me the pink one. Look at these nude colours. How nice are they? Oh God. And I love the little pictures that are stamped on each one. I will use these and come back to you and let you know what they're like. I can already see, like, they're all colours that I would use. The ByTerry mascaras are very good. And this one again, it looks so sweet. Oh, what's this thing at the top? What is this? Oh, how has it done that? Okay, you twist the top and can you see it puts a spiral through the wand? So apparently if you just have it set on one, it does lengthening, and the second version adds volume. That's really cool. I cannot wait to try that. Again, with this ByTerry stuff, they haven't paid me to talk about it. They just sent me the stuff, and that turned up this morning, and I was like, oh, that's really nice. So yeah, that's skincare stuff and makeup and things like that. I don't normally talk too much about skincare, just because I feel like a lot more of you are here for fashion